Hey everybody, it's Cynthia at Farmers Insurance in Willow Springs, and I want to tell you about a conversation that Lacey just had on the phone with a gentleman who we were prospecting to, seeking to quote his insurance. We've quoted him in the past, and his renewal is soon, and we were able to put together a preliminary quote and had what was a pretty good rate based on the history, the information that we already had from quoting him in the past. So Lacey gives him a call and he says, you know what, I'm not going to switch. She said, last time that I talked to you guys, my insurance company was actually able to lower my rate because I was a loyal customer, and everything's good. I'm just going to stay there. And of course, Lacey, because she's good at her job, asked him, well, did you have any coverage changes, deductible changes? Did they give you a new discount? No, he says, no, they were able to get the price a little lower. I kept all the same coverage, all the same benefits, all of that. Okay, great. So when Lacey gets off the phone, makes the notes, and is going to close out of the quote that we had been preliminarily working on, wasn't finalized, she went ahead and took a look at the insurance history. Yeah, all of that stuff is reported to the State Department of Insurance. It's not always 100% accurate. We do have situations sometimes where things aren't exactly right in the system, but it's usually pretty dependable. And when looking back through the individual's history, his policy coverage, when we first quoted him 2 years ago, was at one level. 50,000, 100,000, 50,000, for those of you that want the details. And his policy coverage today on his current policy is 25,000, 50,000, 25,000, state minimum limits. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one that notices that those numbers don't line up, but I hope I'm not. Auto insurance is, sadly, pretty straightforward. It's sad for us as agents, because there's just really not a lot that we can do to adjust those rates. We have to put the information in, and the system dictates what that rate's going to be, and there's just very little that we have that we can do to try and get your rate lower. So when you call your company, when you call here, if we tell you that we can lower your rate and we didn't change coverage and we didn't change deductibles and we didn't add discounts, and sorry, no, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Something changes. They don't just knock $5 off the price like DirecTV for the fun of it. It just doesn't happen. So now I really want to, because of my personality, call this gentleman and say, will you please, for your own safety's sake, pull out your policy from 2 years ago and pull out your policy that you have right now and compare those two. You don't even have to call me back. Just please look at those numbers, because I'm going to guess that they're not the same. You're not covered as well as you thought that you were, at least as well as that you used to be, and that may or may not be a problem for you. And if it is a problem, you're not going to find out until you've caused an accident and put a mother and her 2 kids in the hospital, and all of a sudden you're in court in a lawsuit because you have state minimum limits and they have medical bills and they expect you to pay. So anyway, sorry about the rant, but these are important things. We deal with customers all the time who, one, don't understand how their insurance works or how it's supposed to work, and two, they act like they don't care. But I'm pretty sure that they do, because when their rate goes up, they call me. So please, take the information and take it back and make it work for you. You really should know where your money's going, especially if you're being forced, quote unquote, by the state or your mortgage company or whatever to have the insurance. I would think that you would want to know where your money's going and what it's getting you and what it's doing for you. And try to ask some questions and research the answers. And I mean, you can Google just about anything anymore. But if all else fails, call me. I can help.